It's every lottery player's dream.
We won $165 million.
Anything can happen.
And I'm hearing her screaming, and I hear, we won, we won. And the next thing I know, she was on top of me, riding me like Seabiscuit, shaking my head, saying, we won.
For some, it's a way to save the farm.
We were thinking about selling the farm just to survive.
Winning can make dreams come true.
You drive a Corvette down the street, everybody notices.
Hey, how's it going?
For some, lottery lightning strikes twice.
I am surrounded by lottery winners with my husband and my brother.
For others, a win brings a blow to a family's reputation.
It's a lie. No, it's a lie.
Okay.
It's a lie.
The story went from who were the winners to the Morrisons owe the county of Suffolk $1 million.
We're the Morrisons.
And we won $165 million from the lottery.
Just 7 months ago, Mary and Rich Morrison lived here with 4 of their 6 daughters, and the family was on the brink of financial disaster.
I see a sad-looking house right now.
I see a house that was full of activity and love and was a great house for us for all those years.
Right back there was the car that I was driving. It would break down, and I couldn't pass inspections. It was humiliating. It was.
For years, the Morrisons made a living running homeless shelters. But when the county shut them down in 2005, Mary and Rich fell on hard times and could barely pay the bills.
We were living really poor. It was tough. I thought we were going to lose our house.
Then, just before Christmas 2009, Mary's daughter Angel urged her mom to buy a lottery ticket.
I was with my mom when we bought the ticket. It was a week before Christmas, and I saw the lotto sign. I was like, no, it'd be really nice if we won this. And Mom was like, no one wins. I was like, you know, it wouldn't hurt to try. So she went, bought the tickets, and we won.
The next morning, Mary checked her numbers and realized she really did have the winning ticket.
I shook. I jumped up and down on the bed. I jumped on him. I was screaming, yelling. I went ballistic.
And the next thing I know, she was on top of me, riding me like Seabiscuit, shaking my head, saying, we won. I thought she was actually trying to kill me.
The Morrisons won $165 million in the New York Mega Millions lottery, making them Long Island's largest jackpot winners ever.
We're going to start a foundation, and we're going to help people that are destitute.
They took a lump sum payment of $102 million and ended up with $75 million after taxes. With that payout, the Morrison family moved from their 3,000 square foot home to this $3.9 million, 13,000 square foot mansion set in an exclusive enclave of Long Island. The designer house comes complete with indoor and outdoor pools, 5 bedrooms, and 7 bathrooms, one with 18-karat gold faucets. The 6 Morrison girls, who used to bunk 3 to a room,
Whoa, it's baby mama.
Baby mama.
now have loads of space, but they're still very close. Ranging in age from the youngest, 14-year-old Angel, to the eldest, Dawn, who at 39 sometimes looks at her sisters as daughters.
I get mixed up sometimes between being a sister and like looking at them as a child, you know, as if they were my own.
When you grow up in a house of all girls, like you already have best friends, so all of our friends are friends, but we really are each other's best friend.
First on the Morrisons' daily agenda, a workout with their personal trainer.
Everybody finish up the abs and we'll get started on the upper body.
The trainer comes 3 days a week to help the family maintain their resolution to get in shape.
We all decided to get fit.
Part of the workout, running laps in the house.
3 minutes. Come on, just slow down.
No, thank you!
Come on, you can finish. Go.
And when it's over,
You guys deserved it. You worked hard.
it's time to eat.
Hello?
We need like 10 minutes.
I know, breakfast is ready.
I'm really hungry. So why?
But it's not mom and dad scrambling the eggs.
My name is Steven, and I'm the chef for the Morrisons for this week. As of right now, I'm making a frittata, which is an Italian egg that's being baked with scallions and asparagus. Then I'm doing some eggs and steak benedict. I'm cooking for 8 people. I'm making 2 meals a day.
And he does dishes.
What is it?
It's a frittata.
It's an egg pizza.
It's an Italian egg pizza.
It's a frittata?
A frittata.
You're cursing at me.
The great thing about the chef, he cooks 2 meals a day, and they're very good meals.
I always tell my dad when we were struggling, Daddy, there's a light at the end of the rainbow. Who knew this was the end of the rainbow and this was the light?
Hell of a rainbow. Hey,
At the end of the rainbow, Mary's dream home.
Hi, welcome to the Morrisons' new home. This room is where I've placed a lot of our angels that we've collected through the years, and I do believe in angels.
And every one of the 22 rooms is decorated by Mrs. Morrison.
Can you imagine? I've always wanted a large table where my family could sit down and be together. And this is the casual room where we sit around and just hang out, and the grandchildren jump all over the place. We watch some TV. It's more, actually every room is comfortable.
Even the family pet got an upgrade.
He's the talking bird. I don't know if I can get him to talk, but Leo, hello. Hello, Leo. He'll live to 80. He moved into a mansion, too. He had this half a cage like this. Now he's got a big cage that needs to be cleaned. But sometimes he can be a little annoying, but, you know, it was a Mother's Day present. From my husband. Come on down.
Downstairs, there's a state-of-the-art home theater.
It's great for the whole family to come in and watch movies. We do that often.
Upstairs, the girls picked out their own furniture.
I'm Rose, and this is my room. It's my favorite room in the house because at my old house, I never had my own room. My favorite thing is probably my bed. I really, really like the fact that it's big, even though it's too big for me, but I jump on it and it makes it easy.
For Rose, the best thing about winning the lottery is simple.
It was just so wonderful to see my mom and my dad happy. That's the only thing you can really ask for in life, is to see your family happy, and there's no other feeling like that in the entire world.
Her sister Joy's room is full of mementos and family pictures.
Me and my sister shared our bathroom between the 3 of us. Having my room, everything's in place, and in my bathroom I have everything when I need it. And I'm just so thankful and so happy that we were blessed with such a miracle. Hi, I'm Angel. I'm the last of 6, and this is my room. To see my favorite part is this, because when you look inside of it, it's like different colors, and it's really cool.
And just down the hall are Mama and Papa.
This is the master bedroom. This is a bed that we specially picked out. Actually, this is the first piece of furniture we picked out, and it just really made us feel special for the first time.
The master suite comes with balconies overlooking the garden and pool.
I'm in another world. I really am. I really am. Then you go into the master bathroom. That's a jacuzzi. His and her fountain. Beautiful shower. I mean, this is like unbelievable to me. If you only knew my last shower. If you only knew.
Along with the new digs, Mary Rich and the girls all got fancy new rides.
One of my girls says, Mom, you can have a car. And I'm like, yes, I can have a car. And that was a big thing, just to have a car that worked well.
The win was an unbelievable blessing, but a lawsuit soon cast a shadow over the family's good fortune and reputation.
They made us out to be crooks.
It's a lie. No, it's a lie. Okay. It's a lie.
And the lottery win helps an Iowa couple save the farm.
At one point, we were thinking about selling the farm just to survive.
To increase your odds of winning the lottery, should you play number combinations higher or lower than 31?
What do you say?
Fire in the hole! 7 pounds.
Cars.com.
Non-stick cool.
Hyperactivity.
Amy supported me.
like it.
Life gets messy.
But getting into your dream home shouldn't be.
Married to Real Estate. Season premiere Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
To increase your odds of winning a lottery, should you play number combinations higher or lower than 31? Higher. Numbers lower than 31 are played more often because people play birthdays, months, and anniversaries.
We're the Morrisons.
And we won $165 million from the lottery.
As the celebration of their 40th wedding anniversary approaches, Mary and Richard are busy making plans to share their good fortune with a backyard carnival-style party.
Make Spanx for chair.
We're using like a lime green, an orange, and a pink. And on the chair covers, it'll, what do you know, it's a carnival.
It's a carnival, Rich.
Right?
The plan for a second wedding dates back to the day the couple went to claim the lottery prize, when Richard had an extra surprise for his wife.
Would you marry me?
Yes.
Got down on my knee and I asked her to marry me again. Thought she'd say no.
It fulfilled a promise they made the day of their first humble wedding reception.
The reception was poor, and my father didn't give me away, and it was a lousy start. Richie and I promised each other that if we ever came into money, that we would get married the right way.
The win was a huge change of fortune for the Morrisons, who for years made their living running homeless shelters. But on the very day the Morrisons claimed their Mega Millions win,
I shook, I jumped up and down on the bed, I jumped on him, I was screaming, yelling, I went ballistic.
they were hit with a mega debt lawsuit filed by Suffolk County. The county claimed the couple ripped off taxpayers by bilking the system at the nonprofit homeless shelters they ran, overcharging the county for rent and retirement benefits.
It's a lie, okay? It's a lie.
And the county
They stole from us.
The Morrisons and their attorney were incensed.
The story went from who were the winners and how wonderful they are to the Morrisons owe the county of Suffolk $1 million.
After running homeless shelters for the county for 20 years, a 2005 audit turned up problems with overpayments, and the county shut down the couple's business.
Richard and Mary never took one nickel of any of this money claimed in auditing. It was an accounting function. It was never a claim that Richard and Mary took money, stole money, mismanaged money. It was none of that.
They made us out to be crooks, that we stole $600,000.
There were articles that were written that we were deadbeats and that we were ripping off the homeless. And the truth is, all we did was give.
People come up to us and say, well, why don't you pay them back? You're millionaires now, you can do it. We will never pay back that money because we never stole. And we will fight it till we get our name back.
A judge later found that the county failed to prove their accusations. Even so, their lawyer says, the Morrisons' reputation has been marred forever.
To the general public to this day, the court of public opinion is that Richard and Mary Morrison, one way or another, owe money to the county, which they don't.
A trip back to the home they left just months ago brings back vivid memories of their struggle.
I know, it makes me sad. It just makes me sad. My girlfriend said, Mary, buy your new house and go. And that's what I did.
But the Morrisons are putting the past behind them. They have plans to remodel their old house to become a home for their eldest daughter, Dawn.
I'm realizing that what was here has come to where I am now, but just bigger.
Mary firmly believes that a pond she placed on her front lawn attracted their multi-million-dollar win.
I believe in feng shui, and if the water flow goes into the house, money will come in. I built this, and if you notice, it goes right into the front door. I'm like, help me! I did it. I'm a little out there.
She attributes it all to the ancient Chinese science of feng shui.
There's still 3 fish in here that survived everything, and I want to take them home. Okay, buddies. Come on, you're gonna go to a bigger pond. Work with me. Is he moving?
Just to bring them to a mansion?
Yes, they deserve it.
I guess they're golden fish.
Yes.
Ay, munga.
Come on, no, you're not gonna let me. I'm gonna have to jump. Go.
At the mansion, even the goldfish get to swim in a bigger pond. And that's just one of the aquatic assets at the Morrisons' new home.
I can't wait until the first snowstorm and the family be in here swimming while it's freezing out there.
Today, the Morrisons view their win as a way to fulfill the mission that they set on the day that they won.
We're going to start a foundation, and we're going to help people that are destitute.
They've started a $7 million foundation with the mission of helping people get off welfare and gifted $200,000 to people in need. And Richard is fulfilling another lifelong wish. He's opening a restaurant in tribute to his mother and grandmother's cooking.
These are the plans.
Now under construction, the restaurant will be managed by Richard's eldest daughter, Dawn.
The major draw of this restaurant is the view to look at the beautiful water.
Great food, great service, and a $1 million view.
I was definitely part of the dream with my father, with his food and the way that I get along with people and stuff. But it was $1 million idea.
These days, the Morrisons are truly counting their blessings.
It's like a fairy tale or a Cinderella story. It's a deep, moving experience. I just want to say thank you, you know.
A lottery win makes life on the farm smell a little sweeter.
The first thing John did when he won the $1 million was say, the hogs are gone tomorrow.
People ask me if I miss raising hogs, and I said, no way.
And a lottery hit gives a young father with a troubled past a brighter future.
The childhood that I'm able to give Connor now after winning the lottery, it's way different than mine.
Tonight.
A page from Real.
I'm visiting parent. Is heating up.
Well, jail? It's hard to say with a felon. Straights and
What's that?
Orange chicken.
You don't say.
Tiffany Derry joins Ann Burrell on Worst Cooks in America. Season premiere, January 7th at 8 on Food Network.
we're the Straits, and we won $1 million from the Iowa lottery.
Logan, Iowa, population 1,500, is the heart of the American heartland.
We are such a close-knit community. Everyone has a great sense of pride in the city of Logan. The farms are all family-owned. They're not big corporations.
Running a small family farm is hard work with huge risks. And farms like the ones in and around Logan face a constant struggle for survival.
Farmers really have a difficult time with what they do. You can never count on the weather. They can get rained out. We have tornadoes that can destroy fields.
But folks like John and Debbie Straight couldn't imagine life any other way.
I was born here on this farm. This was where I was raised. This is the only way to live. It's tough, but it's rewarding. It's your way of life. Money isn't everything.
But money was always tight. Over the years, as family farms failed all around them, John and Debbie often wondered if they might be next.
Of course, we had to borrow every year to put the crop in, and we were pretty much year to year. If we had a really bad year, we would really suffer.
Our old equipment was in need of a lot of maintenance. We always had 2 to 3 breakdowns with the combine, and we just couldn't afford to buy anything newer or better, so we just got by with what we had. At one point, we were thinking about selling the farm just to survive.
Besides their work on the farm, John and Debbie were also raising their 2 grandchildren.
I'm trying to.
You're not quite big enough to do this yet, are you, Ethan?
Nope. When I'm 7, I can.
Probably when you're 7.
Our daughter has 2 kids. She's had some tough times and had a hard time with the kids. So the kids live with us. They call this home.
In a good year, after expenses, farmers like John barely clear an income of $50,000. Any extra cash was welcome, so John occasionally tried his luck at the Iowa lottery. In October 2006, John bought a handful of scratch-off tickets. None of them were winners, but John had a second chance to strike it rich.
When we came out with the Thanks a Million game, it also featured a second chance prize where people could mail in their tickets if they didn't win on their tickets initially for this second chance contest.
I scratched it off and I lost, naturally. So I signed it, put a stamp on it, and sent it in, and forgot completely about it.
3 months went by. Then, in January 2006, a local bank official received an unusual call.
They said that they were the Iowa Lottery Commission and that somebody in Logan, Iowa had won $1 million. And I thought somebody was playing a prank on me.
Ryan, here's the moment of truth.
It was no joke. One of the tickets John sent back to the lottery had been picked.
Logan, Iowa.
Lottery officials asked Chris to help surprise the Straits with news of the win. So he came up with an excuse to get the Straits to meet him at the bank. The next morning, the couple woke up early as usual to perform the chore they dreaded most, slopping the pigs.
We had probably an hour and a half worth of chores every morning and every night. We had to let the sows in and out.
With the chores done, the couple headed for the bank.
We get there, and the next thing I knew, I looked up, and the room was filled with people.
Do you remember entering any contests recently?
And I said, yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember what the top prize was for that contest?
Sure.
I do. It was $1 million.
Really?
And we drew you as our winner. Congratulations! We weren't even gonna come in.
They just kept saying no, and we kept saying no, really.
I'm thinking somebody's pulling a big prank on me is what I'm thinking.
We really had absolutely no idea.
No clue. The total shock. I never thought I had a chance. I don't buy many, but it only takes one.
You could see how much really the whole town supported them and just how close-knit everybody was. It made for a really special day.
The prize was $1 million. After taxes, the Straits walked away with a check for $700,000. Once the reality of the win sunk in, John's first thought was about something he desperately wanted to get rid of: his pigs.
The first thing John did when he won the $1 million was say, the hogs are gone tomorrow. And that's just exactly what he did. He loaded them up on a trailer the very next day, and to the auction house they went.
People asked me if I miss raising hogs, and I said, no way. Not for a second do I miss raising hogs.
With the hogs gone, it's time to let loose.
I've waited for this for 40 years to have a Corvette, and I am thrilled to death.
And the pressure is on where they make the machines that make millionaires.
Every drawing has to be perfect every single time.
Final number is a 2. Winning pick 3, 262.
How many Americans with an annual income below $35,000 believe playing the lottery will pay for their retirement?
Carrying around.
Designed and combined to control your appetite for over.
And 7 is so easy.
Your ad says
Center of my beauty.
Life gets messy.
But getting into your dream home should
Get out of the business, John Strait saw the Southerners believe playing the lottery will pay for their retirement. 40%.
We're the Straits, and we won $1 million from the Iowa lottery.
While some struggling farmers might take their winnings and get out of the business, John Strait saw the sudden influx of cash as a chance to pay off debts on his 700 acres and to make life on the farm a little easier.
Where some people might want to buy a fancy car or things like that, we bought machinery. You need good equipment to get the crop out of the field on time. This is my pickup. It's a heavy-duty Dodge pickup, and I love it. It's the tractor I bought. It replaced my old tractor. I can go faster. I can haul bigger loads, handle bigger equipment. This is one of 2 that I bought. I bought this on a farm sale for $65,000. Brand new. It'll run around $200,000.
Then, for the big dog of farm equipment, the combine.
This was my major purchase. This is the Cadillac in the industry. It has everything that your fancy cars will have. There's a stereo in there. It's air conditioned. GPS. I can go around fields. It will tell me the yields, the moisture of the grain. I can run almost twice as fast as I used to with my old one. This cost me $200,000 used. Brand new, it'll run $300,000 to $400,000. Before we bought this, we would run sometimes till 10 midnight every day, trying to beat the weather and get things in. With this, we could cut our time in half. Now, 5 or 6 in the afternoon, we go have supper and we're done for the day.
Next up were repairs to John's boyhood home, a century-old farmhouse that needed a lot of work.
When I won the lottery, we started the basement, went to the roof. Put new basement, put the roof, siding, remodeled the kitchen, remodeled all the rooms. Final thing is we put the porch on like it was when I was a young boy. I've lived here 47 years, and you would not believe this is the same place. We've invested approximately $100,000 in the house, redoing the whole thing.
There's even something special for John.
And this is my man cave. This is something I've always wanted. Have our big screen TV, watch my football, baseball, NASCAR, surround sound. We have a gun rack. I have a small collection of guns. And this is what made everything possible.
True to their nature, the Straights were practical about spending their winnings. But after paying off the farm and fixing up the house, John was ready to splurge on something he dreamed of for most of his life.
This is my Corvette. It's a car I always dreamed about. It's a 6-speed. I love it, and it is hot. In 1967, there was a gentleman that drove into town with a new Corvette, and I said, someday I'm going to have one.
A year to the day after he won the lottery, John bought his dream car.
I've waited for this for 40 years to have a Corvette. In a small town, it's great. Hey, how's it going?
Back for some cars? It's going great.
We know everybody in town. Everybody just was thrilled to death for us. And they would call. We had one lady said she started crying when she when she seen it on TV. That the people were just thrilled to death.
Even before winning $1 million, John knew he was a lucky man. He had his family and his farm and loved his small town life. More than anything else, winning the lottery has given the Straights a priceless gift, the ability to enjoy it all.
This year, we have a good crop coming. Looks, the corn is pollinated well. It's growing big. It's going to be a very good crop this year. Best thing about winning the lottery, the $1 million, it was, I could cut my time down in the fields. I didn't have to spend my whole life, basically, farming. I had more time to spend with my family. I get to coach Little League Baseball now, more time to enjoy the farm. With the lottery, it just made everything easier. It took a big burden off our shoulders.
It's just more enjoyable. And it's not a struggle.
Picking the right numbers can make dreams come true and change lives forever. How those colored balls land can be worth millions or even hundreds of millions to the lucky winners. But who makes the machines that make the millionaires? It may not look like much on the outside, but this is a dream factory.
We manufacture custom lottery drawing equipment to lotteries worldwide.
The machines manufactured here change the lives of thousands of lottery winners every year.
We make on average approximately 150 machines per year. Currently, we have clients in 80 countries worldwide.
Smart Play International, based in Edgewater, New Jersey, is one of the biggest producers of lottery gear on the planet. Lotteries depend on machines like these to run with flawless precision. They must give everyone involved total confidence that drawings are random and fair. Owner Dave Machad designed and built some of the first lottery machines ever used in the U.S.
Just the timers? Okay.
And Dave's son Jesse has now joined him in the business. The machines built here come in all shapes and sizes. Any one of these balls could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. With so much cash at stake, Each step in the process from painting the balls to measuring and weighing requires total precision. A ball that is too big could get stuck in the machine, and one that is too heavy could compromise fairness of the draw. All the attention paid to these machines is for a very good reason. When these colorful balls land, it could change someone's life forever.
We're going through the full battery of tests that we do on every machine that leaves our facility.
Lottery commissions depend on these tests for their live drawings to go off without a hitch. One of these lottery machines is about to be deployed at the Maryland Lottery on drawing day.
The process is about an hour and a half long, twice a day, 3 times a day, twice a week. Load the balls into the machines one by one, and then we do some tests. Test after test after test after test. Every drawing has to be perfect every single time.
6 has printed on the ball. Final number is a 2. Winning pick 3, 2, 6, 2. Up next, pick 4, but first.
Thanks to the lottery machine and a lot of luck, someone else could have just become a millionaire.
Well, when a lottery player asks me if it was their destiny to win or it was their fate, I tell them that it's totally random.
She says he's a scratch-off fanatic.
Like, no more scratch-off tickets. Like, that's enough, no more.
But he played anyway.
You know how you told me not to buy any more scratch-offs? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I just won $3 million.
Introducing
Food is friend gift like.
Sometimes you don't realize feelings, crown.
So is their food.
1,000-Pound Sisters, all new tonight at 9 on TLC.
I'm Bill Kane, and I won $3 million from the Pennsylvania State Lottery.
3 years ago, Bill Kane and his girlfriend Holly were just starting a family.
What kind of dinosaur is this? It's a T-Rex.
Though struggling to make ends meet, Bill was determined to give his son a better childhood than he had growing up.
Whoa, good shot. I grew up in a trailer park. Didn't really have much given to me throughout my life. My childhood, I didn't have opportunities like he may have. I didn't have the clothes. It's tough in middle school wearing hand-me-downs.
And Bill made things even harder on himself by getting into trouble as a kid.
When I was younger, a couple friends and I stole money from my mother to teach us a lesson. They did press charges against us. We did a little bit of time. At a young age, I was about 13 at that time. Yeah, this is where I grew up, around here, running these streets all hours of the night.
Then Bill got caught up in drugs and spent his teenage years in and out of juvenile facilities. He was facing a 2-year sentence when his grandparents stepped in to help.
My grandparents came to court and spoke to the judge and asked him to release me to them.
And that changed everything.
My grandparents took me in and gave me some discipline. I really listened to them, and then I had the opportunity to go to college, which I did. That was an unbelievable experience. Definitely loved it.
Later, as a 29-year-old father, Bill was committed to providing for his family, even if it meant taking a job in Pittsburgh, some 5 hours away from his hometown.
And thought I was going to have to relocate across the state. I wasn't too thrilled about it, but the money was right.
All 3 of us took a road trip for Bill to go to his interview in Pittsburgh. He went through the interview, and like 20 minutes later, he actually got a phone call saying that he got the job. And all that like hit home. We'd have to be like 5 hours away from our family for Bill to make more money. So I just felt like it was something we had to do.
On the drive back from Pittsburgh, Bill and Holly got a surprise that would change their lives forever.
Bill's like a scratch-off fanatic fan, always buying lottery tickets.
On the way out to Pittsburgh, I played about $60 worth of scratch-offs and didn't win anything. So on the way home, we stopped at a rest stop.
I'm like, no more scratch-off tickets. Like, that's enough, no more. So he had to fill up the gas, and I took Connor in the bathroom and got coffee.
I was pumping gas and decided, you know, I'm gonna buy a scratch-off. It was a $25 scratch-off. You scratch off a play area. If you match a number, you win the prize under that number. Well, it happened to say 3MILL under the number that matched, and I was very happy. And then Holly comes back, and I said, you know how you told me not to buy any more scratch-offs? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I just won $3 million.
The rules of the scratch-off require Bill to take the payout in annual payments of $120,000 for 25 years.
After taxes, I get $90,000 until I'm about 53 years old.
With that income, Bill didn't have to take the job in Pittsburgh, and the family didn't have to move. Once the shock wore off, Bill quickly began to enjoy his money.
First thing I purchased was my dream car, which is a 2010 Camaro SS. I hit on Thursday, verified the ticket on Friday, bought the car on Saturday. American Muscle, first thing I got.
Then, Bill sold 3 of his annual lottery payments to have enough cash up front to buy a home.
Selling the payments, it was hard to do. I knew I was losing money. I knew it was a bad idea. But I did it anyway because I really wanted to get in a house. My credit wasn't great, so I really needed a lump sum of cash.
With that lump sum, Bill was able to move his family from an 800-square-foot apartment into this modest family home.
This is the first house I've owned. It's really nice. We have a lot of space. We're not used to having a lot of space. This is the best thing I've bought since winning the lottery, even though I do like the Camaro. This is pretty close. But this is the best thing. There's nothing better than your own home. I didn't need that big, extravagant house because, I mean, you really don't need something like that. I just need to be comfortable. When you walk in the front door of my house, it's nice. You have to the right is Connor's living room / playroom. He's got a lot of toys. I'm trying not to spoil him too much, but it's really hard.
One of the new toys, 4-wheeling fun, for both father and son to enjoy.
Hold on.
Hang on, Connor. Don't let go.
The win also allows Connor lots more mom time.
You having fun? Yeah.
Now, with Bill won the lottery, I can actually stay home and be the stay-at-home mom that I really wanted to do ever since he was a baby. So winning that money definitely takes a lot of stress off.
But most importantly, the win meant Bill could give his son the stable childhood he deserves.
The childhood that I'm able to give Connor now after winning the lottery, it's way different than mine. And I'm just grateful for that. It's nice. It's a lot of pressure off my shoulders.
Bill has also been able to help out his own mom.
This is my mom. I grew up here in the trailer park. My mom's still here, unfortunately. We'll get her out sooner or later.
I hope you get me out soon.
Since Bill's win is paid in annual payments, it will be a few years before he can afford to move his mom. But he has bought her a new car, and she's proud of the way he's turned his life around.
He managed to straighten himself up and went to college for 5 years. Got his Bachelor of Science degree. I'm just so proud of you, Bill.
Love you, Mom.
I love you too, Bill.
With Mom taken care of, Bill is ready to get into business with another lottery winner, his brother-in-law.
When he called me and said, dude, I just won $3 million on a scratch-off, I was shocked because that's considerably more than I won.
And get ready for a second wedding, Mega Million style.
Something very special is happening to celebrate this wonderful gift that's come from the universe.
Do retailers who sell winning lottery tickets get a share of the prize money too?
HGTV. Damage. Save. Watch yours today.
The Tide. What you looking at, babe?
The instructors were very...
And not only...
Pack my spending by category. One
finger in the kitchen.
What is that?
$3 million.
Prize money too. Yes, in many states, retailers that sell winning lottery tickets receive as much as 1% of the prize money.
I'm Bill Kane, and I won $3 million from the Pennsylvania State Lottery.
With his troubled past behind him, Bill Kane is now focused on a new business venture with another lottery winner, his brother-in-law.
No, when he called me and said, dude, I just won $3 million on a scratch-off, I mean, I couldn't say I didn't believe him. I was shocked because that's considerably more than I won.
His brother-in-law, Rick Krotz, won $600,000 just 3 years before.
I am surrounded by lottery winners with my husband and my brother. And they share the wealth.
Who's your favorite, though?
Well, Billy, because he won more.
Hi, I'm Bill. I won $3 million in the Pennsylvania State Lottery.
And I'm Rick, his brother-in-law.
And together we bought Ned's Cigar Store in Newtown, Pennsylvania. When my brother-in-law won the lottery, somebody bought him a box of cigars. And we started enjoying smoking cigars on his back porch. When I won the lottery, we're on his back porch smoking a cigar. I said, why don't we buy a cigar store?
So he actually found this business, and next thing you know, we bought Ned's. And we're doing good here so far.
These are actually humidified lockers for our members that pay a monthly fee. They keep their cigars in there. Come hang out, enjoy a cigar. If they'd like, have a drink, and watch games. They're good, aren't they? Oh, yeah. I mean, with the economy, I figured I'd get something in that, you know, was more affordable. We both used our lottery money to buy the cigar shop. The cigar shop sells lottery tickets, so we're hoping our luck will rub off on our customers' luck.
So far, lottery sales at the cigar shop are booming. In just 1 week, 3 lucky customers won $1,000 each.
If somebody was to come in here and win a jackpot drawing, I'm afraid that they wouldn't even know how to write that down. 2 lottery winners sell jackpot ticket. I mean, that would be cool.
Today, Bill, the one-time wild child, is very happy living a normal life.
I'm comfortable now. I'm in my house. I'm able to keep my job and continue paying my mortgage. I'm where everybody else is. I just had a boost.
When your lottery number comes up, get ready for a game change. Thanks to a Mega Millions win and a surprise second proposal.
Would you marry me?
Yes.
On the 40th anniversary of their marriage, Rich and Mary Morrison were able to have the wedding bash they always dreamed of.
Being able to have a big party and just enjoy with everyone that's been involved in our life. It's a little larger than I ever dreamed it would be.
John Straight's lottery win not only changed his life, but that of his grandchildren.
Until I won the lottery, I really didn't want Ethan or Jaden, either one, involved in the farming. It's a tough life. Now that we can kind of see getting things paid off and income's a little better, I hope they stay around the farm.
When lottery lightning strikes, everything changes. If you are a lottery winner and interested in sharing your story, go to tlc.com/casting.